From South Philadelphia, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. The Washington Wizards control the tap. Wall to Beal. Here comes the screen. Rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Richardson. Deep right corner. Richardson. His first effort off the mark. Into the front court. It's Wall. Lead is 2. Al Horford pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Short jumper stays out. Harris. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
To Beal. That's no good. Richardson to Simmons. It was right there. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
In the slam.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Wall.
Defensive foul to number 21, Joel Embiid.
JaVale McGee at the line for 2 shots. History not on his side. 58% from the line. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Whoa! What a finish!
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Richardson. The drive, right to the basket. Josh Richardson missed his first. That one goes.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Wall to Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Number 19.
Raul Neto against the former #1 pick. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Wall to Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Bradley Beal, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. JaVale McGee with the block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Time to shuffle things up. Richardson to Horford. And he finishes at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Wall. The score 12-8. Thomas to Wall. Can't miss those. Richardson. Jan Mahinmi.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Thomas across the timeline. It's 12-10. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Jumper's good.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Wizards at the controls. It's Thomas. Can't connect. Nothing going here on that drive. To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, counted. Two for 2 on that trip. Wall into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. A shot at the buzzer. Final shot of the period. Almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Now a steal by Washington.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Rebound taken by the Sixers. To Simmons. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Missed a wide open look. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
From long range. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. It's the second. One more coming. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. Wall with it up top. We're a minute into the second quarter. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Thomas. 4-2. Snared by Embiid. To Horford. Driving right to the basket. Wizards come up with it. Thomas to Wall. Joel Embiid tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The drive right to the basket. Al Horford rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Off the assist.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ben Simmons, he's got 2 shots coming. He's been steady, 83% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Wizards with the basketball. Wall to Thomas. Al Horford sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Wall across the timeline. Leads a bucket. With the step back. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Leads 4. Embiid. Over to the right side. Josh Richardson. Won't go. And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
There it is, John Wall. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. At the line, he's shooting 87%. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Wizards have it. Almost, but no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Into the front court comes Wall. The lead is 2. Joel Embiid knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Joel Embiid sends it away. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Yo.
To Wall.
Que pasa, Negro? Notorious Big.
to Smith. 5 seconds to shoot. Ish Smith. It's a big finish.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 14, Ish Smith.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Wall into the front court. 2-point advantage. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Simmons. Joel Embiid. 3 for 3 in this first half.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joel Embiid swats it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 3, Bradley Beal.
Beal off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Horford. Washington basketball. Al Horford with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Beal, that's rebounded by Philadelphia. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Bradley Beal is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he hits the second. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, Ed.
The 76ers, have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Wizards are still very much in this matchup. And you can't help but point out the number of times they dunked the basketball. This will be a totally different game if every slam was worth 3 points. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Oh, here we go.
That pass stolen by the Wizards. Al Horford pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Embiid to Richardson. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Beal. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Ish Smith. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
And counted at the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
24-second violation. Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Horford with the rebound. Richardson to Horford. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ish Smith to Beal. Now a steal by Washington. To Beal. Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Into front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen to Tobias Harris. Simmons. Horford. Al Horford is going to get 3 shots here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. That one won't go. One more to come.
Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 9, Kyle O'Quinn.
It's Washington with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
To Richardson. Fires the 3, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Horford to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Shot from the lane won't go. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Richardson. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
To Thomas. Sixers have the basketball. Short jumper and a putback slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Not that time. Josh Richardson. Huge block. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
For the 76ers, number 1, Mike Scott.
Five to shoot for Washington.
I got yours, you got mine.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points. Third quarter comes to an end. The 76ers have the lead. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Ish Smith. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons. JaVale McGee with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Ish Smith to Beal. Here comes the screen. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Bradley Beal able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Throws it down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Wizards at the controls. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense to Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleared out by Embiid. Harris to Simmons. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Beal to Thomas. Has a chance. Shot by Thomas misses.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Nice pass to set things up. Ben Simmons tips it. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Washington Wizards, number 7, JaVale McGee.
Beal. Joel Embiid rejects it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Blocked away. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Richardson. The drive right to the basket. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Al Horford sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Beal. To Smith. Offense. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. He's been steady, 90% at the line. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Knocked loose. And draws the foul.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Oops, he missed the first one. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Not giving up on that play. The result's a tie-up. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Wall with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Ish Smith to Wall. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Smith. Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. Deep left corner. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Simmons with it. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Wall. Oh, nice find for the basket. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Offensive lead. Slams it home on the putback.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Wall across the timeline. His group now down 2. Here comes the screen. It's Wall. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Shot by Simmons won't fall. is Smith. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Richardson for three. That's good D. Shot no good. Wizards with the basketball. The Wizards are the winners as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards took this down to the wire before getting the win. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Washington Wizards. The 76ers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Philadelphia 76ers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.